But here's the thing that bothers me. I was in the museum in Kenya, the National Museum, and I was allowed to go in with my camera. I went in there, I took pictures, I did videos, and here I am in my country. I'm not allowed to go into a museum with... It's crazy, guys, it's just crazy. Where is that? Okay, man, history and environment, petals of life. I want to make inquiries here. Good afternoon, ma.
Afternoon,
Ma. Yes, ma. We're here to experience the museum, so I'm wondering if there's somebody who take us around to show us and talk about the museum.
You need a guide.
Yes, yes, yeah.
You read the right up as I call you.
Okay.
See there.
Alright. No photographs allowed, no tips to officials allowed, no eating inside. Galleries, no bags or cameras allowed into the galleries. Please deposit bags, camera. This is a big statue here. Okay, the man is here.
That's very interesting.
All my life.
Well, and we're going to have a very comprehensive information about the place.
Okay.
And as we are going to discuss, but no photography in the gallery.
Oh, to take pictures of the things in the
Yes,
gallery?
it's not allowed.
Okay.
Yes.
But is it allowed for me to talk to you and
record?
record?
Of course, that are no problem.
Okay, all right.
No camera, no photographs.
Okay. So we can just go through, then later you speak to me
Yes,
about
yes,
it.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's fine.
Ghana.
Okay.
Ghana.
All right.
You told madam?
No, what am I supposed to do?
You are going to pay 200
Okay.
for two of you.
Okay.
But after you finish, you appreciate it.
So, but I'm appreciating my Nagama.
Hey.
Okay, no problem. Wow, this is nice. All right, guys. So we're in the zoo now. We had some walk around the museum, but we're not allowed to take pictures or videos in the place. So the guy took us around. No, his stuff. You know, he was able to tell us the history of almost everything in the place there. All right, here they have a zoo here. They have some. What kind of monkey is this? Patas monkey, and they have, I think, these are baboons. Yeah, baboon. There's one here. And there's another there. I think that's a female, because they said when she's on heat, the backside turns really red or orange or whatever. So it makes it like attractive to the male. Okay, I think there are crocodiles that I missed from the beginning. Let me show you guys. There we go. Let me show you guys what these ones are like. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, I'll send that. Here we go. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take a walk around, spend some time in the park today. You know, in the museum that we're in, you know, they showed us that most of the, okay, like these terracottas they showed us, they found some in, is it Adamawa State? The same thing we found in Nok in Kaduna State, you know, and some other parts of the country. You know, what tripped me was that all these terracottas had similar look, similar design, you know. Well, that tells you that in spite of the fact that Nigeria didn't have any way of recording these things those days, it tells me that people actually migrated from one place to the other, meaning that that's why you could find the same thing in one part of the country, then you find the same thing somewhere else. It means these people have migrated over the years from one place to the other. It actually tells you that it is just one, you know, then there were no states or no, how will I put it? you know, there was no state or no boundary. So wherever you can walk to, because there were no means of transportation like they used to have. So it became like a way of moving. Let's put it this way: say a man has like 3 or 4 kids, right? And maybe one was of the age of getting married and all that. So he moves from one place on his way to. Wow! Look at what this guy is doing. He's trying to get the mango that is there. He's trying to use the can. This is interesting. Let me point it towards him for more. Trying to use the can to drag it towards himself. You guys can see that? See what he's doing. Whoa. Wow. So, like I was saying, you know, it meant that when maybe the guy was of the age of getting married, so when he leaves, maybe he left with some certain items like the terracottas his father must have given to him to use for his protection, use for whatever the case may have been then. So imagine him moving from one place, and maybe when he moved from Nok in Kaduna State, he moved all the way to somewhere in Benue State. He will have stayed there, then, you know, then maybe after, you know, it just tells me that we're just one and the same people that have sojourned this country at some point or another. Let me show you guys this. There is this monkey in a tire. He's having fun, man. The way he's lying down there, as if just chilling. Well, the cage is neat though. There are some kids behind there. Oh, there are some birds. What do they call them? Peafowl. Okay, let me show you. You guys can see there's a peacock there. And there are some other ones on this side. All right. Then I think the man also talked about when the white people came into this country, you know, some of them found it very difficult trying to get in from the south through the ocean. And was it Mungo Park, when they discovered the River Niger? Unfortunately, he lost his life at some point when his boat capsized, hit a rock and capsized. That is one. Then he also talked about the what's it called? The people who came in from the north. You know, at some point, you know, see, the fact is that there were no serious modes of transportation. Things were hard. It was even harder for them because coming to a terrain that they have no idea of made it very difficult for them to get into the country. But then, all this I'm just saying today is all the information I gathered from the tour guide. What animal is this? What bird? It's called a marble stork. The legs are long. It's actually bent. Can you guys see that? Whoa. I'm sure it can't fly because it's an open top. You can see. So for it to be here, it means it can't fly. Alright, so that's. Let me go and see what's there. There's a kid. There's what's here? Let me see. Oh, there's a lion here. Okay. These animals are labeled to be dangerous, so be careful. Can you see it? You can see it there? Oh. Okay. Inside that place there. So he talked about that. Then he also talked about religion, you know. He was talking about how Africans had their own traditional religion, that they have worshipped different things at one point or the other. And by the time the white men came, they told us all we had that times were rubbish, they were fetish. You know, in my opinion, it kind of disorientates us, spoils who we are. What I mean is that when you from onset you had a way you looked or the kind of belief that you had, and all of a sudden someone is coming to tell you that your beliefs that you had for hundreds of years is wrong. It's crazy. Ostrich. All right, beautiful bird. Don't worry, guys. So, you know, that kind of spoils everything that you have believed in, you know. He also showed us, by that he also, when he was talking about the religion thing, he talked about how they have come to divide, you know, those that came from the north, colonized and converted those in the north to Islam, and those in the south made Christians. And now it's like if you're not one or the other, it's war. But that's, for me, rubbish. Yes, rubbish, I say, because we're just one human, and it's just unfortunate that we have allowed these things to create a divide, really. I don't want to go into talking about myself or where I grew up or where I was born and all that stuff, but it's not something I really like to talk about. But then again, let's go back to the history I learned today. He talked about the form of businesses. When people did transaction, when they were doing businesses those days, they had ways of paying for things. First of all, it was just, if you had something, I could come get yours. When you want mine, I could give you that. Then at a point, you know, they had to start like, oh, okay, you need to give something in proper exchange, not the money. It became cowries. From cowries, they went to metal, they went to brass, they went to different things until at some point became what it is today, which is the money that we use. And you know, the other thing I still don't get or understand is why we have some countries. I know people in the comment section who are very knowledgeable will tell me this, you know. They will tell you, oh, the reason why it's like this is that. But let me explain what I'm trying to say. I know in this country all we export is just oil. And presently that's not been a viable business for a while. So the resources have been poor and people, there's no money, so to speak. But here's the thing I want to say. Sometimes some things I want to say, I think about it in my head before I say it, and I tell myself, no, bro, don't go there. Don't go there. What I wanted to say was, why can't this government just do something? Why must we always rely on, these are like foxes, I think. Let me show you guys. Oh, tiny foxes. There's one there, I hope you guys can see it. And there's another. They look like starving dogs. Puppies or something. Anyway, guys, so let me go back. So, I wonder what's in there. Okay, I've probably been introduced exactly where I am. I am in the zoo in Jos Museum. What I wanted to actually do, I'll go back to my topic anyway. What I wanted to do was to talk about all the histories of the things that I was going to see inside the museum. But unfortunately, the people there told me that I couldn't video or I couldn't ask questions. Sorry, I couldn't take pictures, so I had to keep my camera aside. But here's the thing that bothers me. I was in the museum in Kenya, their national museum, and I was allowed to go in with my camera. I went in there, I took pictures, I did videos, and here I am in my country. I'm not allowed to go into a museum with... It's crazy, guys, it's just crazy. You start asking yourself, what's the matter? What's the reason why one can't do that, you know? Well, they must have their reason. Is it that? Let me show you guys this first. Can you guys see this bird? The bluish thing on the neck, kind of big. On this side, there are two kites or something. And on this side, I don't know what this is. Okay, the Bigwillz eagle. That's what this is. I think it's the same thing with this one. They're the same. Let me show you guys. At close range. Whoa, look at his beautiful big eyes. This is cool, man. Wow, there's another one here. And lastly, there are 3 similar West African black kites. Well, okay, back to me. So, as I was saying, you know, I just lost my train thought there. Okay, I was saying that why is it that in other countries you are allowed to maybe vlog or do something, but in your own country you're not allowed? It beats me. Oh, okay, look at these guys, man. Let me show you. They even have a small chick. I can see an egg somewhere there. There's a chick I saw with the mom on the other side. Let me turn around, maybe I can see it from this side if you guys can. Okay, look at it there. Those yellows. Look at them. Probably zoom into it so you guys can see.
Okay, see her.
Wow. Beautiful. Afternoon, how are you?
You have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what's the channel?
Bigwillz. So, guys, I met this guy, Samako. Let him introduce himself and tell you his story, how he came to Jos.
Okay, my name is Sam Semako. I'm actually a career coach. I help people find the career path they need to follow and enjoy it. That's basically what I do. Okay. And then, of course, I do some other things by the side. Just like you met me somewhere here. I have, you know, they say Meshago. You've heard that before.
The person that owns the shop.
Yes, so I also own a shop in a recreational center, and he came around to tell good stories about Nigeria. And of course, I like to interact with people. I like to meet people. So he asked me, how did I get to Jos? It's actually a long story, but I'll cut it short. This is my 18th year in Jos. One morning in my small room after graduating from Lagos State University, studying philosophy, it was just impressed on me, Jos. Of course, before that time, I've been saying I would love to marry from the east and live in the north. But marrying from the east didn't happen, but living in the north actually happened. So when it got impressed on me, I told some few friends, I said, I'm leaving for Jos to start my life. At that point, I wasn't having enough on me. I was expecting certain money. I used to do handmade cards and frames. So I was expecting certain money. It wasn't coming. Then a friend gave me a check. His name is Larry Badmus. He used to work with First Bank at that time. Gave me a check that when you get to Jos, take this. And when you get to Jos and you are stranded, go to a First Bank and catch it. You know, so that's how that night I told myself I'm leaving. That was around November 28th, thereabout or so, November. And I said, today, I picked a date and I said, I'm leaving. Anyhow, today I'm leaving. Then I went to Ingbo. I didn't even know where to catch a bus to Jos. I got to Ingbo. I couldn't get a bus to Jos. They said, except to Abuja. I said, I'm leaving. I got a bus to Abuja. From Abuja to Jos. There are some stories in between that I've left out. So Jos, I came to Jos for the first time. That was 1995 thereabout. I went to Bauchi, passing through Jos. My friend was in ATBU. He's now former HOD of what's it called now? A particular course there. I've forgotten that part. So I came to visit him. That was my first time in the north. That's about 20-something years ago. Wow. So, coming back again, I just came to Jos. Okay, my friend served 1999-2000. I spoke with him this morning. So, I came to visit him twice. Then, when it was impressed, I just came. Where do I live? Who do I stay with? Nobody. So, I went to where he served. That's Kevom. I went to his landlord. I said, please, do you still remember my friend? This is me. He said, he could remember me. I said, well, I need a place to lay my head first before any work. And I said, where my friend stayed, because the nephew or something has picked it up. And I asked for 2 ladies, Ada and Ene. Then I said, okay, Ada has built her house, rather Ene. So, and I said, where? Opposite St. Joseph. So I went there, told her, do you still remember? I said, yes. So I stayed there for 3 days. before moving to town.
Wow.
That one too is a long story. So, but that's how I got to Jos, and I started living without family, without any extended family.
Yeah.
And today, except you have a follow-up question.
Yeah, I do. What I want to ask now is that now that you've been here for, you're married now, right?
Yeah, I'm married.
You have your family here.
I have my family.
So how often do you go back to Lagos?
I think 2 years ago.
Okay, right, Lagos.
I was in Lagos for Social Media Week Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah, it
So
was a 1-week training.
Is your
program.
wife from the north here?
From Kwara State.
Kwara State.
Of course, I would have loved to marry from the north. Assuming at that point I met someone from the north, yeah, fine.
All right.
But that was it.
Let me do this. So this is Sam. Let me do this, and so that we can all be in the video.
Okay, you should not get it. Okay.
This is Sam. So I met him, and he told me his story. He actually stopped me while I was talking about the history of Jos or Nigeria.
I didn't stop you. I decided to ask you a question. Okay, stop. Okay.
Me. So, and I stopped the video just to converse with him for a while, and I found his story interesting. You know, the reason why I'm stopping to put the story is very simple. People leave their locations and they migrate and they are here. And somebody is asking me a question, in the north, if you come from the south, is it that you can't stay, Look, my parents are from Edo State. I live in Abuja. I was born in Kaduna. Now I'm in just doing this, and I'm still going to keep traveling everywhere. And he's from Lagos and he's living here with his family. So my guy, if you want to move. So stop asking me, are there kidnappers on the road, bandits? Because that's what they keep asking me. Like, why are you not afraid of those things? That's not for me.
Let me tell you this. I drove down to Lagos with my family. I drove down to Kwara State first, then Lagos.
Yeah.
Then while we were coming back to Kwara State at a place called Eyenkorin, someone asked me, okay, we met a group of policemen. They now asked for my papers. I gave them. They saw my registration, Plateau State. And I said, how you people surviving there? Then this crisis. So I said, without thinking, without premeditating it, I just said, when war happens anywhere, those who will survive will survive. And that's life.
That's true.
Anywhere anything happens, whether there is kidnapping, there is war, there is anything, check out the whole world.
That's true.
Issues are happening in Afghanistan, even in
Syria,
US, even in UK, everywhere. So nowhere is safe. No guarantee that when I go to UK, there was some when they had a bomb blast in UK. There were Nigerians involved. They never thought that could happen to them. They were feeling UK was the safest place they could be at that point in time. But it can happen anywhere.
That's true.
So if you want to move, please move.
All right,
and I will trust God for safety.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your story.
I appreciate
with us. Okay. All right. So
have a nice time.
You too, man.
Let me just get your number.
Okay. I know my story I was telling has been cut short, but that guy's story actually buttressed what I was talking about, people migrating, So somebody was impressed upon sometime 18 years ago in Lagos, and he moved the next day, and here he is in Jos, married with his family here. A Ford car presented to the government of Nigeria by Ford Motors Company of Canada Limited and J. Allen and Co. Limited Nigeria on the occasion of Nigerian independence in 1960. This is the same car. This car must be Gengenda 10 men. Oh my God. Now the bicycle tire. Wow. It has a spare tire behind though. And look at the locomotive train on the other side. Let's go and see that. Let's go. Locomotive engine. This is it looks like a train engine on wheels. Wow, it must be a locomotive engine. Then there is another car here. Let me show you guys. This one is a Bedford kit car presented to Mr. and Mrs. W.F. Miles. It was one of the first kit car used by miners in Plateau province. Alright, let me go and show you the other one in front of me here. It's written Northern Nigerian Transport Company, Kano. Let me show you what stays here. Albion's lorry by 1924. It was presented by the Public Works Department. Wow, this one looks a bit more modern. The tires are bigger, unlike those ones that are tiny, and it looks like a truck with a side. Let me show you. Let's go this way. You guys can see it's like a normal truck. There's an old one with a wooden front. Oh, I think made of wood. Yes, it is. And you can see the steering is on the wrong side of the car. Unlike now, if it's now, the steering will be on this side. It will be on this side, not this side. So 100 steps to Hafiz Resettlement. Okay, I think there is a... Okay, they blocked it. We'll have gone. Let me show you guys what this is. It says 100 steps to Hafiz Resettlement. Ibepusok Nyak. I think we're supposed to like have the stairways there that you can walk all the way to the Hafiz Resettlement on top of the hill. I don't know whether it's a representation or something, you know, but it would be nice if this place was open with barbed wire gates so that nobody can get inside. There's a tin mining exhibition there, but I learned that they are not open for public exhibition because I asked the guy who actually took us around before. He told us that we couldn't go, we can't go in there because they are not opened. Okay, it's been nice spending some time here. I just felt that it's good to come and like share with you guys the history of Nigeria. I'm not a history student, I read engineering, but one of those things you get to learn and know. Let me show you just one more thing before we cut out of here. It's a car, but the name written on it is just what it is. I want to share with you. It's the National Museum Jos. I think like the man told me that they had like 3 or so national museums in Nigeria, and Jos is one of them, which was established. But this museum was actually established in 1952, open to the public in 1952. Alright guys, let's log out here. Ciao for now. Follow me on Instagram, Bigwillz Photography, Bigwillz Picture Days. Subscribe, share with your friends and family. See you guys in the very next one. Ciao.
Subscribe, like, share, comment. See you in the next one.